Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm coming to you from Brunei, and to those who know me, this is not my first video. This is actually my, I don't know, I have like 50 something or probably more than that video in my previous channel. So this is considered like a new one that I just created. Several reasons which I'm not going to get into, but from here on out I am going to be using this handle name in YouTube. So my old channel, my old account, my handle name was Sharon's Craft, and then this one it's going to be Knit Me Up, and that's because I'm doing mostly knitting related content. I also am going to talk about some crochet once in a while, because apparently I knit more now. I do still crochet a lot, especially household items or amigurumi. I will be crocheting them. But when it comes to knitwear, I like knitting rather than crochet because of the nature of the stitch. Crochet usually take up a lot more yarn, although it is quicker. Knitting takes up a longer time, but it uses less yarn. So today I'm here because I wanted to, as you can see from the title of this video, it is going to be like what I have knitted in the first 3 months, so which is January 2023 to March 2023. I do have all the plans written out throughout the whole year, but let's see if I actually knit or crochet what I planned. So let's get started. So I have this book which I write down all my plans from January through December of 2023, and everything is like I plan what I wanted to knit, especially those that I have purchased. And I also downloaded some free pattern as well. And the reason I download the free pattern, it could be from Ravelry or from wherever. The reason is so that I could knit them up. But because I keep browsing new pattern and keep adding them to my list, but I don't really knit them up. I just browse and then save it, browse and save it. So the list that I have is getting really long. So I might as well just knit them up since I saved them. So let's talk about my January plan, and I'll show you if I finish that item or that project or not. And the first one in January, I have, let me see, 1, 2, 4, 5. I have 6 projects. 4 of them planned, and then 2 of them was not planned, were not planned. So the first one is the ranunculus, and that is from Midori Hirose, and I'll just show you. So this is what I have. It is really wrinkly because I folded it up. So this is my ranunculus. It's in this blush pink color. I even put a label at the back so that I know that's the back. It's not really like, it's not in the center, but it doesn't matter because it's at the back. It's just for me to know. And then it's pretty cropped. It's pretty cropped. Really, really wrinkly. And the yarn that I use for this is actually my second ranunculus. The first one is actually, I'm wearing it right now. This is my first ranunculus, And this one I knitted it last year, and I use a cotton acrylic blend. And today is pretty warm right now, so I wanted to use this because it is like the gauge is really loose, so I think this one is not too hot on me. And then this one, the second one that I knit, is in this yarn, Kremke Soul Wool Morning Salutation. It's a vegan yarn, which means that it is a plant fiber, so it is 51% lyocell and 49% cotton. And then I don't have the color name, let me see. Oh, the color is color number 1. And this is the page where I put down all the information. I even have the yarn label there, and then what the fiber content, and that's the label. And then this is the yarn sample, so I know what kind of yarn I use. I have like the start date, what needle size I use, and then what was the finish date, and how many balls I use. So this is a 50%, oh sorry, this is a 50 gram ball. It's 110 meter, and this one is like a DK weight yarn. And then I use 4 because I only have 4 balls of this. It was a gift from my sister, who bought it for me when she was in, where was she? When she was in the Netherlands. Yeah, it was in one of the yarn shop, and then she bought 4 balls for me. So I finished all 4 balls, and I managed to finish up like really almost all of the yarn, except I just have a little bit left. So that is why the sleeve is a little bit longer, because I just wanted to finish the yarn, or else I wouldn't know what to do with it. And it is a very drapey fabric. It is lyocell and cotton, so it is very cooling, and I love it. I love the pattern in the yoke. This is my second one, so I might be knitting more up in the future. I don't know, I might, because I love the pattern a lot, and I love how it turned out. But I think when I'm using this, I feel that I'm one with the sweater, because like I think my skin tone is quite close to the color of the sweater, so I feel like you cannot really see me. It's like I'm not wearing anything. So I need to like you know, if like you have like overall or something, you can actually use it with this, so at least there's something at the top here rather than just this. I will look really naked. So I did this. So this is the first thing that's in my project plan, and I did this, so yay. And then the second one that I did is give me a minute, I'm just adjusting because I'm actually sitting on the floor. Okay. Alright, so the second project I have here in my book is, yay, I finished it. See, I even have all the picture, the yarn. So this is the Driftwood by Isabel Kramer. It's a very nice stripy sweater, and I have it right here. So this is the Driftwood. I love the button placket. I really love all the button down there. It's I think I did modify this. Not really, I didn't really modify it a lot. What I mean was I added more button than recommended in the pattern, because I like the look of the button there. And then I love this so much because I've worn this to the office and it kept me warm, and I love it so much. And the yarn is so soft. So this is the driftwood, really pretty pattern. It's quite long, so it's quite long and I love it. And the sleeve is also quite long, so when I'm wearing it, it covers my hand, like probably like my palm, my finger is showing, but I like that. And I really love the yarn. So the yarn I use for this is it's Capra from Knitwear, and this is a DK weight yarn. And the color I use, so you see there's this striping color. So I don't know which is which, but I think the gray one, the light gray one, is Angelite Heather, and this like mustardy color is Tansy Heather, I think so. You can see. I'll just show you this. I think these two color goes well together. I really love how that looks. And this one, because I don't have the yarn with me right now, but what I can do is I can show you the label. I have it right here, and that's the yarn, that's the label, Capra. And this one I knitted in the size M. Oh, did I say my ranunculus? I also knitted in the size M. Yeah, so that's my second project and I finished it. So another finished one, so that's good. I'm following my plan so far so good. And then the third one I have in my plan is called Bella, and this one is a design by, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but it's Babinseva Ludmila. I'll put it on the screen, the designer name as well as the pattern name. And this one is a child sweater vest top kind of project, and then I finished it. This is for my daughter. Oh my god, look at the color, look at the hot pink. So this is the vest. I knit this for her, for my daughter, for Chinese New Year. So this is how it looked like. You can see the lace work at the bottom here before the frill, but the real beauty is at the back. You can see all the lace work just in the middle there. At the opening is leaf motif, very pretty, and the pattern, like, yeah, continue down before the frill. And this, she have worn this on the first day of Chinese New Year, so I was able to finish it. Yeah, so I'm happy at how this turned out, and it looked really pretty on her. It looked really cute on my daughter. And the yarn I use for this is Knitwear again, Knitwear palette yarn. It is a fingering weight yarn, and it's a 50-gram ball, 231 yards. The colorway is called Rogue. There are actually a few Knitwear yarn which is the same colorway, but they have it in the different yarn base. So palette is one of them, and I use only 2.5 ball of the yarn. And this one I did it in the size 5 to 6 years old, although it is 5 to 6 years old, it is quite big for my daughter. My daughter is actually 11 years old, but my daughter's body frame is quite petite. She's really petite, really small compared to other children her age. So a lot of her shirt she used is usually like 5, 6 years old. Even 7 to 8 years old is quite big on her. So this is 5 to 6, and after I block it, it grew a little bit, so it's big on her, but I like it because she can use it a lot more, like in the coming years, you know. Yeah. So this one, yeah, it's 100% Peruvian Highland wool. The wool, when you this wool, after you wash and block it, it really soften up a lot. So I'm happy at how this turned out. I love how it feels, and she looks so cute in it. So that is a picture of her. It's showing the back where she's using it. So yeah, so third project done. So far so good. And then my fourth project in the plan is the honey clutch by Petiteknit, and so I have it here, right here. This is the honey clutch by Petiteknit, and then this is actually my second one. The first one I did, it was in a, I think it was in 100% alpaca yarn. Yeah, and that one is really, that one shed a lot because of the alpaca. This one is in the lionbrand hand dyed heaven yarn, and this is 100% nylon. It's in the DK weight yarn, but I use a 2.5mm needle as suggested as the pattern, as in the pattern. And then the colorway of this yarn is fantasy. And let me show you the yarn, the label. So this is the label, and it comes in hank form, so you will have to cake it up. And that's the yarn sample, which is the same with this one. And then I use only one cake of it, and this one cake, there is only 70 grams per hank, and it's 175 yards. This is this is DK weight yarn. Yep. And I have a picture of it right there, so it means success. So that is my 4 project that I planned, but I have 2 other projects that is not planned, which is socks. It's just a vanilla socks, a simple vanilla socks pattern for myself. I really wanted to see how the yarn worked up, so I add that to my January plan, and I have the socks right here. So this is my socks, not in my plan, but I really wanted to work it up, and I'm so happy I did. And I love the colorway in the yarn. I have already used this yarn to the office, and it's keeping my feet really warm. I love it. I think I used it like 3-4 times, I think. Yeah. And this is just like really simple plain vanilla socks. I like the slip stitch heel flap gusset decrease heel, and this is very comfortable for my feet, so I really love it. I just use some contrasting what do you call the cuff, heel, and the toe. It's not together with the main yarn. The main yarn is just a stripy yarn. It gives this design when you knit it up, And the main yarn is King Cole. What's this? King Cole zigzag yarn, and it is the colorway Lagoon. It's a 75% superwash wool and 25% nylon. And then I use a 2.25 millimeter needle, and my socks I usually do 56 stitches in the round. And because 56 stitches actually is my go-to fit, 56 stitches in a round, that's the one that I like the best, the fitting. And then yeah, this is a 100-gram skein, and there is 460 yards in that 100-gram skein. So this is the label. This is the label. And then the yarn I have here. I also have the picture right there. And I only use, I think I used less, probably 50 gram or less than 50 gram. And I got this one. Yeah, so there is like, I don't know, maybe 40 round here. And here is probably like 55 round. Something like that. That was not in the plan, and I finished it. Yeah, socks is, if you really like concentrate on just making the socks, and it's actually quite a fast knit. But I don't think I think it took me like about a month to finish it. I mean, not like consistently. I was knitting on other things when I was doing that. And then, oh sorry, I only have one additional project that's not in my January plan, which is this one. So the other one, I thought it was January, but it was in February. So before that, let's start with what I plan to knit in February. I have it right here. It is the Fairy Bouquet sweater or pullover. It's called Fairy Bouquet by Joanna, and I have it right here. Oh my god, look at the color. I love it so much. Look at the yoke. It is so pretty. And this pattern right here, this lace pattern, is actually called Fairy Bouquet. Oh my god, it looks so pretty on camera. Well, it looked pretty as well in person, but I love it so much. I love especially the, if you can see the design down the sleeve. Let me show you up close. You can see. Wow, isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. That is so pretty. And all the ribbing on the neckline, the cuff, and the hem here is all 1x1 twisted rib stitch. And there's also she also incorporate the twisted stitch here. It's so pretty. This is a very pretty sweater, and I love this one so much. I have not had the chance to wear this yet. I think I'm going to use it sometime next week in the office. And this one is the yarn that I use for this very pretty sweater is Knitting for Olive merino held together with Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair, both of them in the colorway Poppy Rose. And let me see. So the merino yarn is 100% extra fine merino, and the soft silk mohair is 70% mohair, 30% silk. And I use altogether 7 balls of yarn, both of them together, so 3.5 balls of merino yarn and 3.5 ball of mohair. So yeah, so you thought I would use more for this, but actually I only used like 3.5 of each of the 2 yarn. So that was really like amazing. So I actually have 3.5. Because I bought 7 balls of each of the 2, and I actually have half left. So now I need to find something else to make them with, and yeah. Okay, I did the size M for that. What else should I say? I don't have anything much to say, but this design here, this pattern here, it is this pattern here is charted. Wait, is there a written pattern for this? I don't really remember, but I know there's a chart for this. I actually didn't do this correctly. If you see from if you go and have a look from Ravelry, and you can see the detail of the sleeve here, it doesn't look like this. I did some mistakes on this motif here, but I kind of like it. Even though it's a mistake, it looks so pretty, so I just carry on with this pattern all the way down, and I don't regret it because I think it still looks so pretty. Yeah, so that's the first project I planned in February, and I finished it, so check. All right, so the next one I planned was is a sock, and it is a free pattern. It's called Momo Socks. It is designed by Claudia Q from, if the Instagram handle is uknit, and it's a free pattern. So let me just show you. So this is the socks. It is so pretty. Maybe I should show you the front of the socks because I like this pattern. Look at how pretty that is. This is star stitch. It looked complicated, but it's not. It's very simple to do, and I think you can find this in Ravelry. Yeah, you can download it because it's free. I have already worn this to the office as well a few times, and I love it so much. I especially love the yarn that I use for this. This is the yarn. It's called Unit I Dye. You can find this brand, this yarn dyer in Etsy. It's where I bought her yarn, and the colorway is called Crystal. It's a 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon, and I use a 2.25mm needle, and I have the label right here. This is her logo, Unit I Dye, and then the colorway name is this Crystal. There you go. Can you see it? Yeah. And that's the yarn sample. It's a very pretty, like bright, I don't know, bright mint color. But I love it so much. I've already, the yarn is so soft. I've already worn this a few times, and I love it so much. I love the yarn, I love the dyer, I love the pattern. So that's my second project from February. And then the third one is, it's this one. Do you know what this is? This is the Fungus Slipover, designed by Refined Knitwear. So this is in the size M. It's a very pretty moss stitch pattern all the way down, and then you have the 1x1 rib at the bottom at the hem. And then what is interesting about this is actually how you construct the neckband together with the body. And then this is the shoulder. This is the shoulder where you no, you don't pick up stitch here. This one, what do I do? Oh, you need to do increase every row for the shoulder. It's like a saddle shoulder. So pretty. I plan to wear this with a black shirt underneath this, and to the office, of course. And I love this design so much. This one is, I knit this in a yarn that I bought from AliExpress. The fiber is 43% polyester and 57% acrylic, and the yarn, there's some, like, it look a little bit like metallic yarn. So I have this, like, the yarn here, you can see, like, it's like metallic yarn, black, and then there's like streak of like metallic color, like silver. And this is in the DK weight, and I chose the size M. Needle size is 3.75 millimeter, and it doesn't say the yardage even in the yarn label, and I don't know the brand name because it's in Chinese character. I cannot read Chinese character, although I am Chinese, but I don't know how to read. And I used 2.5 balls skein of it, and yeah, that's all I have about the yarn. I mean, it's very soft, but then of course this yarn can make you really warm, so I just plan to use it in the office. And yeah, that is my third project for February. And then my last project that I actually planned for February is the no frills sweater, and I wanted to make this for my sister as a birthday gift, but I have not completed. So this is one of the project from my February plan that I have not completed. I'm almost there. So this is no frills sweater by Petiteknit, and I am making it in the size XL, and I love how it's turning out. I have completed both the sleeves, so what I'm left with is to complete the body, which is almost done. I just have probably like two more inch to finish, and this is my third no frills sweater. So I really love the pattern. I love the simplicity of it, and it's also, once you finish the yoke area, it's pretty mindless because it's just stockinette stitch. And then of course the sleeve, there's some decrease you will have to do. The body is just straight stockinette until you reach the ribbing. And yeah, this is a 1x1 ribbing, on the neckband, the cuff here, as well as, yeah, I haven't finished the bottom of the sweater, but it's almost done and I'm super happy at how it's turning out. The yarn I'm using is paint box yarn. See, paint box yarn, and this is DK weight yarn, and the color number is 106. It's 100% acrylic yarn, but it's a soft acrylic yarn. Especially after you steam block this, it is going to be so soft. I have used this yarn a lot of times, and the yarn never disappoint me, and I have used the yarn a lot for gift knitting, and especially for children or baby, and it's fine with them, so there's no problem. And it's also easy care because it's acrylic, so you can actually put it in the machine and wash this. And I really love the color of this. I really love the color. It's like charcoal color, because if you can see the yarn, it is actually quite it's quite bright in the camera. It's actually a little bit darker in person, and I love it so much. So this is one of the project I have not completed because it's for my sister's birthday, and her birthday is in July, so I'm in like no rush to actually complete it like right now. But then I would like to finish it because I just have a little bit left and I can take that off my February plan. So another project that I did that was out of my February plan is a crochet top. I don't know, I wanted to use the yarn, and I just crochet it and start the project like, yeah, spontaneously. Didn't really think about it, but I did know what I want to make. I wanted to make a V-neck boxy sweater with like tight sleeve. So this is the one. This one, there is no pattern for this whatsoever. This is just something that I crochet up really quickly because I feel like I really wanted to wear this. And this is like it really reminds me of those like strawberry chocolate cake, layered cake kind of color. I love the pink, I love the brown. And then I am just using a half double crochet all the way, and I crochet this bottom up, yeah, and like I think I did the front piece first, and then I did the back piece, and then I seam them all together, and then I pick up stitch to do the sleeve, and then the sleeve I did single crochet because I want it to be like tight fitting. And yeah, I also did single crochet around the neckband. I didn't do any at the bottom of the sweater. I just wanted it like this. So I really like this boxy sweater. It's so comfortable, and I didn't really do any like, what did I do? Let me see. Yeah, so I didn't really do any like I don't remember how much I started the chain. Maybe 90, maybe, yeah, maybe 90 chain. That's a lot, right? Yeah. But then I used the yarn from Drops Saffron, which is the brown one, and then the pink one I use Drops Love You, and then there's a number 7. I can show you the label. The label is right. This is the Drops Saffron. This is the how the label look like, and then this is the Drops Love You, and then there's a number like 7 right there. So both of these is 100% cotton yarn, and it's a finger ring to sport weight yarn. I use a 4.5mm crochet hook, and the brown yarn, I used only 3 skein, and then the pink yarn I used 3.5 skein, so I have half a skein left of the pink color. Surprisingly, it doesn't take a lot of yarn. It doesn't take as much yarn as I thought it would. Yeah, and yeah, I got a pretty great summer boxy top out of it. So that is my February maze. So I finished everything that I planned. No, sorry, I've almost finished everything I make except the no frill sweater, so that's a good sign. So it means I'm following through with my project plan as I planned, so I'm really happy about that. And then my March came, and the first thing that was in my plan was the Rook boxy top. It's designed by Rook Knit, and let me show you what happened. So I scrapped the project. First project plan in my March, I failed. I didn't knit this up. There's a reason for it. I did start the project. I was excited to start the project, and then there was something wrong with the stitch count. I started with the number of rows suggested for my size, and then I did the increase as told, and then when I was at, like, for example, like the second or third increase, and then it asks you to do like yarn over and then knit 2 together to get some kind of lacy pattern. And then I actually knit all those, but at the end it says, okay, you only have, then you knit all 6, knit all the 6 stitch to till the end. But when I get to the end, I didn't have 6 stitch on the needle. I have like maybe 11 on the needle. It was there's something wrong. So I did try again, and then it still wouldn't correct. It was still wrong. So I think there is something wrong with the numbers in the pattern. And then I tried adjusting it, and then I did the second lace pattern, and then the stitch doesn't line up correctly, and then the stitch pattern looked like so off. So I frogged the whole thing and then I kind of lost the mojo for that one, and I was like, okay, maybe it's not the right time to cast it on. I can try that again, maybe later of the year, or maybe next year when I feel like I'm ready to try again, and maybe I can do some adjustment to the number. I'll have to see. But yeah, I basically lost the mojo for the Rook boxy sweater, so I didn't do that at all. And so I just move on to the next project that I plan in March. And the next project I plan is the Braided Lily. This is designed by this the Instagram name is Chick Handmade. I bought the pattern from Etsy, and it's a very cute doll that I wanted to crochet for my daughter. and she is right here. So this is what I crochet for my daughter. I've already given it to her, and earlier just now I took it from her because I wanted to show it to you guys, and I am so happy at how she turned out, and she is so cute. And you also there's also instruction for you to add wire in her so that you can actually like bend her arms, and then she can do like certain poses. She can like look really shy and put her hand in front like that. The reason is because the only thing I didn't crochet was the lollipop that I crochet separately, and she just hold on to the lollipop like that. But I didn't crochet that because I didn't want anything like small and loose that my daughter can put in her mouth. So I decided not to crochet the lollipop. And so I did crochet everything on her, the dress, the sweater, no, sorry, this is the cardigan, and then the little shoes, and then I put ribbon on her hair as well. I love her so much because she is so pretty. So this is Braided Lily, and all of this I use scrap yarn, whatever I have of the color that is like close to the one that she had. I use them, and they are all acrylic yarn, all yarn left over from whatever project I have made in the past. And I can make a really pretty doll for my daughter, and she loves it so much. She have been playing with it, and there's already like some peeling like here and there. You can see that because she loves it so much. She like pulling the hair, she like holding the little arm. But I'm happy at how she turned out, and she is so cute, and she's the right size for my daughter. And yeah, she's a little friend right now. This is Lily. Hi guys. Have you met her? Isn't she adorable? She's so cute. Okay, so that's my second project, the plan that I have written down here in March. And let me see what else. Okay, so the third one is a test knit that I did for Crafter's Muse. That's her Instagram handle, Crafter's Muse. Her name is Ellie. She's from the Philippines, and she is a very great crochet designer, and her pieces are mostly like really dainty, really girly, and some of it like really Victorian style of crochet design. And this one I test knit for her is called Nostalgia Wraparound Dress. So this one I'll just show you right now is a granny square. You have to crochet a bunch of granny square, and then you sew them all together. She have very clear instruction in her pattern on how you join the square together, and then it is so pretty. It is a sorry, because I'm sitting down on the floor. Let me just show you. So this is how it looked like, and then it's a very long dress, by the way. And then this is the bottom of the dress. There's this pretty frill. I love this the most. It make it even more girly, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. Maybe I'll post a picture right here. So that's how it looked like on the body. It's really pretty, and I used the yarn I only use one skein of yarn, but that skein of yarn for the whole body, I mean the whole of the granny square, I use lionbrand ice cream big scoop. So the big scoop is a big yarn. It's a 284 gram yarn. It's 1,117 yard for that big skein of yarn, and it's 100% acrylic, and it's a DK weight yarn. So I use everything. I use everything from the yarn. I even have one square left over because I made one square too many, and the frilly bits here down below here, I use a cotton yarn, which is, let me see, oh, I used the yarn that is the same one with the crochet top that I did, which was the Drops Love You with the number 7. That was the yarn I used for the frilly bits here. I don't remember how many I used. Let me see. Oh, I actually used up five skein of that pink yarn, because there's quite a bit of there's quite a lot of things you need to crochet. The frilly bits here, I think it took like, I don't know, like maybe three skein of the yarn. And then also, like, you see this lace area, also using that yarn. And then you have the border here, also using that yarn. So I used one skein of the big scoop and then 5 little skein of the pink yarn. Okay, my battery is running out. I have one last project to show you from March, which is the Wilhelmina Pullover, and I have not completed that project yet. So that's the last project of March that I have. And then this, I finished the whole body. I just haven't finished the sleeve. So that's the only thing I have left. That is a free pattern from lionbrand, and I'm using the suggested yarn, which is the Comfy Cotton Blend, and this is in the colorway Cool Night. So I'm using this for this. So overall, from January to March, I only have 2 projects I have not finished, which is no frill sweater as well as this one. But I'm pretty happy because most of it I did finish. I only have one project that I didn't manage to do, which was the Rook Boxy sweater, because something is wrong with the pattern. I just need to look at it again. But that's all I have for you. Probably the next video, it will be what I have planned to make in April, and my finished object and my whip for that one. And I look forward to seeing you guys again, and I'm happy to be here, and I hope you guys are inspired with some of the projects that I have shown you. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here again recording. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe so you know when I'm coming out with more video. And yeah, I'm super happy, just super happy to be here with you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.